right. Day 2, vulnerability. Finding each other in the darkness. Now, welcome to day 2. If you've made it here, you've already made huge strides in your relationship, and we want to even take this time to go deeper now.
Mhm.
Now, we're going to be talking about vulnerability, which I know can be scary, but I think that we're going to possibly have a little fun with it at the same time.
Yeah. So vulnerability is hard, but it's also where real intimacy and connection are born. It's about showing the parts of yourself that you usually keep hidden and trusting that your partner will meet you with care and understanding.
Okay, so vulnerability can feel like we're stepping out into the dark sometimes, but here's the beautiful part. When we share those feelings, when we're honest about our fears and our needs and our longings, that's when we really can find each other out in that darkness. So you can create a bond that's even stronger if you do it by being vulnerable.
That's so true. And it's important to remember that when we're hurt or feeling insecure, our natural tendency is to hide or to put up walls, and we protect ourselves. But doing that keeps the very connection that we're creating out, and we also can't let anybody else in.
Yeah. Sue Johnson, the creator of EFT or emotionally focused therapy that we talked about on day 1,
Mhm.
she talks about how vulnerability is the key to truly being seen. It is about expressing what we deeply long for, even when we're afraid. And when we open up in that way, it's like shining a light into the darkest part of your relationship. It's that powerful.
Yeah. So today we're going to explore what might be blocking you from showing up vulnerably with your partner. And we're going to practice how to open up, even if it feels difficult.
Okay, so to start, we're going to talk about blocks. We all have them. We all have blocks. There are defenses that we put up when we feel hurt or scared. And these defenses could look like shutting down or criticizing your partner or avoiding the issue altogether. I myself have done all of those things. But uh, we need to find ourselves what we're doing in those moments.
Yeah. So think about the last time you were in a conflict with your partner. Did you find yourself retreating or lashing out? Those are your defenses coming up trying to protect you. Anytime that there is a block, that block is there because there's something painful it's trying to protect. It's kind of like a scab over a wound or a cast or a bandage. It's really just trying to protect you from getting hurt in that same place even more or again. And while it's natural, it can also prevent you from being open and vulnerable with your partner or even really being able to tune into them.
Yeah, totally. So that's a big part of breaking through those defenses is understanding where they come from.
Mhm.
Often when they're tied to deeply held beliefs about ourselves or others or relationship, I mean, it does make sense, but these beliefs come from our past, our childhood experiences, our past relationships, and how they shape how we see the world.
It's true. And sometimes they can even come from the current relationship or relationships that you're in now.
Yeah.
So we call these our VOS, VOO, and VOU. You'll see those abbreviations throughout any of the come together site and also throughout the rest of this challenge. So let's just define what those mean.
Okay.
Your VOS is your view of self. It's really how you see yourself in relationship. And it will give you like a message like I'm lovable, or in sort of like a painful or a place where maybe that wasn't the case. It could be maybe I'm not lovable or someone doesn't want me. There's also VOO, which is my view of others. So this is the belief, my perception, the way that I see my partners in this situation. So I see you as either like trustworthy and dependable, kind, loving, or I could view you as something other than that. And then the third thing is the view of us, VOU. How do I perceive our bond, our relationship? Do I see it as secure and healthy, whole, or maybe not? So here are some of the questions that we can ask ourselves to get after some of these answers. Are you worthy of love? Do you feel like you're enough? How do you view your partner? Do you feel like they are there for you? You can go back through the ARE questions as well. Are you there for me? When I reach for you, do you respond to me? And are we able to get onto the same deep emotional level or like the same joy level? Like wherever it is, can we be together in it? And then what about our relationship as a whole? Do I believe that it's safe and secure?
So today we're going to take a closer look at these beliefs and how they might be shaping our dynamics in our relationship. Once you understand these underlying beliefs, you can start shifting them to allow for more vulnerability and deeper connection.
Remember, vulnerability is a choice.
Mm,
It is a risk,
yeah.
but it's also the key to closeness and security that we all want in our relationships.